Seneca the Younger, Roman Stoic philosopher, 04 BC to 65 AD. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Highlights poverty as relative and critiques insatiable greed as the true impoverishment. Jesus of Nazareth, Gospel of Matthew 25 to 40, approximately 1st century AD. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Grounds the moral imperative for charity and care for the poor in divine command and universal human value. John Ball, English peasant revolt leader, d. 1381. When Adam delved and Eve span, who was then the gentleman? Radical challenge to feudal hierarchy, arguing social inequality and poverty are a natural human constructs, not divine ordination. Thomas More, English humanist and statesman, 1478 to 1535. Utopia. For if you suffer your people to be ill-educated, and their manners to be corrupted from their infancy, and then punish them for those crimes to which their first education disposed them, what else is to be concluded from this, but that you first make thieves, and then punish them? NKS poverty and crime to societal failure, poor education, lack of opportunity, critiquing punitive approaches. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Genevan philosopher, 1712 to 1778. Discourse on inequality. It is manifestly against the law of nature that a handful of men should gorge themselves with superfluities while the starving multitude lacks the necessities. A foundational critique of extreme inequality as unnatural and unjust within the social contract. Aristotle, Greek philosopher, 384 to 322 BC. Politics. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Acknowledges the destabilizing danger of poverty, but frames it as an inherent societal problem requiring management, often implying hierarchy, stability as solutions. Marcus Tullius Cicero, Roman statesman, 106 to 43 BC. The sinews of war are infinite money. Often interpreted in context of poverty, reflects a worldview where poverty might be managed through patronage, personal charity, and strength, economic military power, not systemic redistribution. John Locke, English philosopher, 1632 to 1704. Second Treatise of Government. The supreme power cannot take from any man any part of his property without his own consent. Establishes the philosophical bedrock for limited government and strong property rights, inherently limiting state-led redistribution as a solution to poverty. Adam Smith, Scottish economist, 1723 to 1790. The wealth of nations. No society can surely be flourishing and happy, of which the far greater part of the members are poor and miserable. It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard to their own interest. Smith acknowledged the misery of poverty, but saw its alleviation primarily through economic growth, fueled by self-interest and free markets, not state intervention. Samuel Johnson, English writer and lexicographer, 1709 to 1784. A decent provision for the poor is the true test of civilization. Poverty is a great enemy to human happiness. It certainly destroys liberty, and it makes some virtues impracticable and others extremely difficult. Johnson strongly advocated for charity and recognized poverty's crippling effects, but his focus remained on voluntary benevolence and individual moral responsibility rather than state-enforced redistribution.